the bug guy came this morning, so I had to come out and check, make sure the fence, he got the fence shut. And while I was out here, I thought I'd grab some more jalapenos. We have a bed, a raised bed. But we bought this little cart thing from Lowe's, patio pickers, and it has done really well. Actually better than our garden has. Speaking of bugs, I just got a fire ant on me. But of all things, our jalapeno plant has done the best. I have got jalapenos out the wazoo. And I like them, but man, I don't know what we're going to use all these for. And my jalapenos, I've done this on some of them. I don't know if that's like blossom rot, like on tomatoes. If you know, let me know. So my kitchen's pretty much ready for me. I need to I always try to take a look over my calendar before I head upstairs. This is one of the plum paper ones. I will leave a link below. I really love it, and one of the things I love the most is that I can customize what goes in here. So it's really helpful for me to be able to sort things this way. Now actually, I changed and I'm doing my next one I just got is an hourly, but this is my ideal. But it's really, yeah, it's just really helpful for me. So my top is always my top things that are most important for me today. So I always try to double check those first thing in the morning, along with meals. Now, this is helpful. Yeah, I don't have anything written down. I need to see what's in my calendar. Anyway, I'm going to clean up here. I haven't put my creamer away yet. I need to take my supplements. My kids are going to Israel in the fall, and so this just came in the mail. I wanted to try one out and see if it will work for the boys, but it's going to be too big, so I need to see if I can find kids ones for them. And then put these things away. Elizabeth just got a new planner for school. She's never had like an actual one before, so I got her one. And again, it's the student one, and you can customize that. So doing that, and then I need to go put mine away too. So I'm gonna clean up this stuff and head upstairs. Before I go up, I wanted to show, for breakfast today, I made, well, part of the breakfast, these frozen yogurt granola cups, and it's just, on the bottom is granola, melted peanut butter, and honey together, and then you put whatever kind of yogurt you want on it, and then you can put recipes as dark chocolate chips. We defrosted them for about 10 seconds at 50%, and my kids like them. So it's super easy recipe. I will try to remember to include it down in the dab bar. Another day, another load of laundry. I'm lucky my husband does most of the clothes laundry, but I keep up with, linens and towels and stuff, which is what today is. And this is what I really like for towels, especially for my kitchen towels, because we don't use like sponges or those kind of thing. Paper napkins, paper towels, any of that. This works really well for my towels. My laundry room is right outside my boys' bedroom, if you couldn't guess. Hey boys, just a few minutes.
Okay.
She loves school days. She was so excited when our school year started again. Anyway, is that all a mess? Probably. things, I don't know what's gone on this past week or so, the past week. I've started off the school year well, and then I haven't kicked into maintenance mode yet. Anyway, I'm just trying to straighten up a little bit and get some things ready. I need to vacuum, but while the puppy's napping, I'm going to hold off on that. Today's going to be a short school day. Well, we'll see. Elizabeth has volleyball at 11, and they operate on the co-op schedule that they're part of. So they're still practicing in the morning. Once the school year begins, which is next week, I think. Yeah, next week. Then she'll practice in the afternoon. But she practices this morning. So we're just going to work until about 10:45 or 11. When we get home, theoretically, we will do a little bit of school, but we'll see. Like I said, my husband does most of the laundry, but today is actually going to be a 2-load of laundry day for me because I am behind on things. He's going to be our guest. Okay. 21 groups. If we go 21, if we do 50 groups of 21, is that going to give us too much or too little? It's going to give us too much, right, because of our estimate? Right? No? What do you think?
What do we estimate again?
We're going to get 5 donuts. Isn't that a little selfish?
What is going to be sick by the time we put it to bib, so we don't want to get them anymore.
Well, they can choose when to eat it.
Time to pair of donuts.
Maybe a lifetime supply.
Yay.
So let's try again.
50.
Let's try 50. So if we gave them 50 donuts, how many is that going to be? What's 5 times 21?
798.
Yes. Okay, so let's do a lot more than 5 on this next batch. That's going to give us remainder of 0. But now we have to add up our chunk up there.
So I made the closest.
What is it?
93.
93. Now look, right here, when we had 903, rather than giving 5, it would have been smarter to give 40. Because that would have gotten us, 40 groups of 21 would have gotten us a lot closer. Right?
Right.
Okay. So, keeping real life here, my lunch today is chips and salsa. Fire roasted salsa from Food Lion. If you have a Food Lion or whatever goes with it, buy it. I really like this. It is spicy. They're not kidding when they say hot, but for jarred salsa, I like it. And Diet Coke. Yeah, that's that. We just got home from our volleyball practice, and the kids have already eaten and cleaned up, and I am working on playing our stuff. Her volleyball, and I did not know this until last week. Parents are required to do jobs during the season. It's fine. I didn't know when I signed up. So it's kind of thrown me for a loop. And we have to do like 6 slots, and she has 6 games. So in theory, it sounds like, well, I'll just work at each of her games. But I have my boys, because some of the games are away game, and we'll start before my husband can get off work to go with us. So that throws a wrench in things, and I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of thrown off. So I'm going to get, and I didn't realize that her first game is next week. That really snuck up on me. So I need to get all of this in the calendar and make sure that I'm ready to do this. And then I just put up my video that went up this morning. Someone just let me know that there's no sound for the first 30 some seconds. And so I see what happened in the editing. So I have 20 minutes until we start afternoon school. We're going to try and get about an hour in, and I need to get all of this in my planner, re-edit the video and get it uploaded, and theoretically empty the dish drainer and wash some dishes. I don't think it's all happening. It's been one of those days, and I'm also frazzled because by the time you see this, I don't know what day this is going up, but by the time you see this, my husband will be home. He has been gone all summer. I have not announced that and I made it known. But yeah, he's been gone all summer, so I'm trying to get some things done around the house and stuff so that once he's home, he's walking back into a more smoothly run home. The summer has we've just been so relaxed, but you know how the beginning of the school year is. So I'm trying to do that and catch up on some different laundry that I've been putting off and all of that, so that this later in the week I can spend more time with him and not be doing all these other things. So it's a busy day. I gotta get going. I didn't get it done. Anyway, my boys are watching something, Planet Earth, and I am heading upstairs. Oh, I forgot my book. I have no idea even how I ended up with a Sharpie in my hand. Anyone else end up with random things in your hand? You're not sure how that happened. There we go. Heading upstairs with the bag. So I go up with Elizabeth. Blessed silence. Every day usually right at 3, somewhere around there, we do screen time. I let the kids go watch or play Minecraft, and I have quiet. It is my saving grace to getting through the rest of the day. And you know what, I didn't used to do it necessarily every day or whatever, but now that the kids, as they get older and they're staying up later, and since we moved here, my husband's work schedule has gotten longer, so I'm usually on my own until almost bedtime for me. So I've just found that it's my saving grace to get through the rest of the day well, so that I'm not just on fumes until bedtime, or their bedtime at least. So they're off doing that, and I'm going to sit down, have myself a second cup of coffee today. A little cup for this evening. I don't usually have a second cup, but today is one of those days. This afternoon we did some school. I had the boys watch a show for Netflix. They watched Planet Earth. For science this year, we are doing zoology with a focus on ocean animals. But I'm taking an easy year with science for the boys, for a lot of reasons, but we're doing a lighter year, so it's going to be a lot of shows. And yeah, you know what, I'm not even going to feel guilty about doing most of our science outsourced onto Netflix. So they did that while I went upstairs and worked with Elizabeth. Her chemistry, she's doing it at our co-op, but one, this is our first time doing co-op. 2, she's in 9th grade, so the level of difficulty we're definitely picking up, and she had a whole chapter to do before we start our year, which is fine, but we didn't know that was going to happen until just over the weekend, I think it is, when he let us know that. So it just kind of changed things, and the book is kind of, I don't want to say it's overwhelming, but it is, because she's not she's not used like a big traditional thick note. I mean, it's a big science book. So, you know, all of that combined, she was just a little overwhelmed. So I wanted to work with her on it. Yeah. At this point, I could tell that she needed a little bit of mama hand holding. So we went up to, we did that, and then she did some grammar while I worked on scheduling things out. And I am overwhelmed thinking about our schedule for the next couple months. It's going to be a lot. The good thing is volleyball season is short. So, yes, thankfully it's short. I can be a good sports parent as long as the season is short. When we did track, it started in March and went through July. Yeah, we didn't do it the whole time because by then it was just for those going. Anyway, we didn't do the whole time. But that is way too long of a sports season for me to do at this age. At high school level, if they are really competitive into it, you know, type of thing, I can stick it out a lot longer, but not for kids. Just not something I'm willing to do. Whenever I make this, and actually for a lot of recipes, one thing I always do is make extra so that I can freeze part of it. So making a double batch of meat, but a triple batch of this, and I'll just put into a jar a third of it, and then that way I have it in the freezer ready to go for an easy meal another night. That goes along with the video that I released today about easy meal prep aheads. So yeah, this is one. I will link it. It comes from that's her old site. I think now it's Lizzie Wrights. So anyway, I'm going to get this going. And then the kids are all screamed and they've done their afternoon jobs. And I am going to get this done and go upstairs and finish laundry. I folded the laundry while I was helping Elizabeth, and now I need to fold the rest of what's in the dryer, which I think is mostly sheets. So that'll be quick. Do it and change my bed and spend a little bit of time straightening up in my bedroom because I've left it an absolute mess. So I've been working on it slowly. And tonight I'm going to try to get a little bit more done while dinner is finishing up. At 6, I am doing a webinar from Lee Benz. If you don't know her website's called The Home Scholar. She is excellent for high school stuff. And today she's talking about transcripts, so I'm going to do that. Dinner's been all cleaned up. Kitchen is, mostly cleaned-ish. Good enough. Those are herbs that I'm drying and some cucumbers I need to make pickles out of. So, still my calendar stuff. Anyway, kitchen's been cleaned up, mostly. Good enough. I did my webinar. It was really good. If you are nearing high school or have high school, really check out Lee Benz. I think she's fantastic. I have a video review where I covered one of her books. I will try to remember to link it. If you can also just search on my channel. It was posted this summer, and something like the book's called How to Homeschool 9th and 10th Grade. Anyway, fantastic. She really makes you feel confident and comfortable with homeschooling high school. Planes right there are planes heading to base for the airborne people to jump from. I don't know if you can see those very well, but we're on the flight path for them, so I like to see this. Well, it is late. I got home from my run about an hour ago, and I don't know what I've done. We all have mistakes, right? I talked to my husband, and that's about it. Here's what I did. I made a mistake. I came home, took off my shoes, called him, and then I sat down at the computer. An hour later, I've done nothing. But you know what? It's okay. other things I should have done, but whatever. I am not shaming myself for what I should have done. So I am going to head upstairs here. The only thing, I have a load of laundry to fold, and I need to change the sheets on my bed, and I think that's all I'm going to do. I am watching, I've been binge watching Designated Survivor. Did you guys watch it? It's not what I expected, and I held off watching it for a long time because I am a devoted West Wing fan, and I was just afraid of the writing, that I was going to be comparing it to West Wing writing. But I finally decided to do it, and so I've been binge watching it through Hulu, and I really like it. So I'm going to go watch that while I fold. Actually, you know what? I have 2 loads of laundry to fold. One of the ones I did today, and then one that I did last week. That's still sitting in the laundry basket. So I am going to go do that. I had a really good run tonight. It's funny because yesterday, before I went out on my run, I posted on Instagram, which if you're not following me, down there, the runs that I've not had good runs lately, and that I've never felt my body doesn't feel good after a run and whatever. Well, last night and tonight I had good runs, and I felt good when I was done. So I just thought it was funny that I had said one thing on Instagram, and then my next 2 runs were pretty good. So, with that said, I'm going to grab myself some water. I really want a soda, but I am trying really hard not to do that. I've made the mistake this summer of going to bed early and taking a soda with me and watching TV in bed, and it's really just not a good habit. But it's being honest with you. So I'm going to take my water and head upstairs to fold laundry and watch a little TV. It is so much later than I plan to go to bed, but I need to get there so I can get up and moving tomorrow so I can be done with school early, so I can have my husband home. I'm so glad to have him home after this summer. Yeah, that'll be good. So, with that said, thank you for joining me for a day. Thanks for watching.